What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with me full Anorith evolution team. We've got Anorith and Armaldo. We are continuing the fossil series here today. We got the abilities Battle Armor and Swift Swim. So, you know, Swift Swim's definitely a better ability there, helping out with Armaldo's kind of bad speed for sure. And Battle Armor can be pretty good if you're running more of a defensive tanky sort of set. So both are pretty good for these Pokemon. Now, today was a double upload as well. So earlier on, I did a Lileep evolution team as well. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. This is a battle against Ibukai. I'm not really sure how to say that. Ibukai or Ibukai. I think that's it right. I probably messed that up. Okay, first Pokemon is going to be Porygon Z, and I've got my Anorith. Now, I did run this similar Anorith a little while back on my Gen 3 fossil team. Actually, no. Scrap that. This is a different Anorith. We got Ancient Power, Water Pulse, Struggle Bug, and Earth Power. This is the Everlight Swift Swim set, Max Health and Max Special Attack. And yeah, as I was saying earlier on, I did do a Lileep evolution team earlier on. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. Today is a double upload day, of course. So I'm trying to just finish off a couple of these fossils and stuff like that. So this will be probably the last. This will probably be the last double upload for this week, and there's a couple more next week and stuff as we creep closer. We'll race closer towards Scarlet and Violet. So we got a pretty cool Porygon here. It's like a conversion to Porygon. I'm going to be going for Earth Power and getting that super effective damage. Actually pretty cool. Struggle Bug actually helped me out there a lot because it dropped the Porygon Z's special attack, which is very, very high already. Now, the Porygon Z has access to recover here, so it's recovering off the damage that I'm doing to I just keep going for the Struggle Bug here. I didn't think they'd keep going for recover, but at least I'm dropping the special attack stat. Now, I'm thinking we've got left next week to cover the rest of the fossils. I've got to cover the Arch and Turgaline and Tyrant and Amoraline. So they'll be next week. And that's it. That's all the sort of like fossil appreciation videos there. So I hope you enjoyed these little mini series that I've done. I did like the fossil generations, and then I did each individual evolution lines. Next Pokemon is going to be Anorith again. This is the moveset I use. I'm pretty sure I use this in my fossil team here. I'm going to get paralyzed, of course. This is a Stealth Rock, Fury Cutter, Sand Attack, and a track set with Battle Armor and Everlight. Max Health, Max Attack, Adamant Nature. So what I want to do is, with this set, you want to go for Attract and Sand Attack to give yourself a little bit of time there to get the Stealth, the Fury Cutter and maybe the Stealth Rock. If it's in a bad situation when you're versing like a very powerful Pokemon, it's probably better just to get the Stealth Rock up, or you could risk Attract. Sometimes I actually got some pretty good luck with this, but it is a luck-based set and it is pretty fun. So I'm going to take the Porygon Z out there with the Fury Cutter. I think they tried to go for another conversion, but with the conversion, right, you only need to use it once, and it's based off like your very, very first move. So they would have had Thunderbolt as their first move, so they converted into the electric type. So, once you're electric type, you don't need to convert into this type again. It doesn't like, mix through your moves that you got. Next Pokemon is going to be Emolga and Armaldo. So you don't really... Man, I got to say this, you rarely see shiny Emolga, right? It's not literally a shiny you hardly ever see. It doesn't really change all that much either. So I'm going to go into Armaldo here, and this is a Flash Cannon, Struggle Bug, Water Pulse, Meteor Beam set with Power Herb and Battle Armor as well. Max Health, Max Special Attack. The question of the day, of course, is Anorith or Armaldo your favorite Pokemon, or one of your favorite Pokemon? As always, let me know in the comment section. I always like to hear whether people, like Pokemon or don't like them, or the reasoning behind that. Sometimes people got like cool little backstories and stuff, why they really, really like X Pokemon, or why they really, really hate it. We got this Hydreigon coming in here. Now, this might be some sort of theme team as well. I'm trying to see what it is at the moment, but I haven't quite figured it out. This is going to be a Flash Cannoning Hydreigon as well. Armaldo does live that, which is very, very nice. It's not the most greatest special defensive Pokemon. I can go for a Struggle Bug here, and it's super, super effective, but that's not going to take Hydreigon out, unfortunately. But some pretty dang good damage there, right? Also, I got another question too. Since we have covered, well, I will cover the rest of the fossils next week. Would you like to see a Aerodactyl team? Because Aerodactyl sort of got missed out in this run. I was thinking I could do something like, I don't know, a 6 Aerodactyl team, because it doesn't really have any other forms except for Mega Aerodactyl, and who knows when we're ever going to get that back, you know? So I'm thinking I could do a 6 Aerodactyl team as a little bit of a send-off for that too. I might try and slot that in next week or something like that. I've got a couple of 6 Pokemon teams lined up, but let me know if you'd like to see that. I think it'd be nice because I've really done teams based around each individual fossil, so I think Aerodactyl could have one as well. So we're going to go into Armaldo. This is my Sword Dance sweeping set, probably the best, most reliable set on my team. I got Sword Dance, Aqua Tail, X-Scissor, and Rock Slide. Passion Berry as the item, Swift Swim as the ability, Jolly Nature, and Max Attack. So even with Jolly Nature, it's not exactly what you call blisteringly fast, so it's kind of handy to have that as well. Also, with Armaldo, you need to go for you need to have it on a rain team because it doesn't get Rain Dance, or you need to Dynamax, it's not like you can just pop the Rain Dance up and, you're good to go. That's one thing about Armaldo, which sort of makes it kind of not the greatest Swift Swim user. You really need team support for it. Last Pokemon is going to be Mimikyu, and it's a Sword Dance set too. And we're going to go for Max Skies here because I want to increase my speed here. And that's going to get rid of that Disguise as well, which is, it's always good to get rid of Disguise on Mimikyu. It's such a strong ability on that. I mean, it got a small nerf, but just taking a small amount of damage there after it's broken to me isn't really a big nerf. You know what I would call this is what I would call a nerf. A nerf would be like Gengar losing Levitate. That's a nerf, right? Darkrai with its Dark Void at 50%. Actually, that's a nerf. You know what I mean? I don't think it's still such a good ability, so even just a small amount of damage, I feel like it's hardly even a nerf at all. It's like a tiny little nerf. So we're going to have Dynamax Mimikyu here, and this is going to be hitting pretty hard with +2 in attack. Now, the only good thing about Armaldo, it's got a couple of good things about it. It does have a nice base defense. I've run lots of defensive sets. You can run bulky Stealth Rock defensive sets there. They work very nicely. So I'm going to get some excellent damage here with the Max Geyser on Mimikyu. I outsped it thanks to the Swift Swim. And now we're going to be able to tank the Max Phantasm on 69 health there from the Mimikyu, which is excellent. That is going to drop my defense, but it doesn't really matter at all because I do have the extra bit of speed there. We're going to have some leftovers on the opposing Mimikyu. That is the end of my Dynamax too. I've got a couple of moves here. I was like, well, I can go for Aqua Tail. I may as well go for that. There's no point going for it. Both of them are pretty much exactly the same, but Aqua Tail is going to get boosted because of the rain and stuff, as you can see. So we've got 90 power and 90 actually versus less power. So we got the Mimikyu going for the Max Guard here. I'm guessing they're trying to stall the rain out, which is fair enough. That's what I would try and do as well. And we're going to have some more left recovery on Mimikyu at the same time as well. So they're doing I guess they're trying to do as much as they can to be able to live this. So they went for the second Max Guard, which is the best play to go for there. And I'm going to land that Aqua Tail because it's going to fail. And that is the end of the first battle. Today we got 3 battles too. I might have said 2 battles, but we actually have 3 battles today. It's actually getting very hot here. We're finally starting to get into our warm months here in Australia, specifically Western Australia. So it's nearly 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's already 20 degrees Celsius already. All right, next battle. This one's against how do I say, Shouse or Shouse? I'm sorry, I'm not the really greatest pronouncer in the world there, but I think I almost hit the mark. And we got a interesting matchup here with the Anorith and the Krokorok. So we're going to get hit by a Rock Slide there. Excellent damage to Anorith, super effective. I think they were going for a flinching set, and I managed to not get flinch and get a tracked off. So that's really good. Let's see if I might be able to get a couple of Fury Cutters going here. So I got an Infatuation there, and I got my first Fury Cutter, and that did a heap of damage there, almost dropping in a one shot. So that was excellent. Now we're going to get a second Attract, and Fury Cutter is going to take Krokorok out. I bet you didn't expect me to win that matchup with Anorith after that first turn of Rock Slide. I bet you thought, well, it's pretty much done, but that was pretty cool. Next is Toxaspex. Its nickname is, so this is probably going to be a Specs Toxapex, which is pretty cool. It's going to be going for a Scold here. Anorith is not going to be able to live that one. It's not exactly a bulky, and it already took some prior damage there. Now, the next Pokemon I can bring in is Anorith number 2. This is my Ancient Power, Water Pulse, Earth Power. So I was like, let's go for Earth Power. Let's see how much this can do. So Earth Power does pretty good down to damage. I'd probably need a special defense drop to take it out on the next turn. Toxapex is going to go for Scald again. That is doing an enormous amount of damage to me. The only reason I really did that was due to the Everlight and Max Health. Now my opponent's going to go for Dynamax Toxapex. Not a Pokemon you really see all that often in Dynamax unless you're really trying to stall the opponent's, other Dynamax out or, those sort of things. It's not something you'd probably Dynamax to, but, this is a Specs Toxapex, so I can see what they're doing here. Obviously, they're probably a little bit worried if they do get critical hit, it might faint it, and, that takes it very well. Now Toxapex can also go for a Max Ooze here, boosting its special attack, which, is going to make that Water-type move a lot more powerful. This team was obviously it was very weak to water moves, ground moves, rock and that sort of thing too. So had to sort of watch out for all those types of moves. Next Pokemon is going to be Armaldo. I'm going to go for Sword Dance here because remember, I've got a Passion Berry attached to this. And I know Toxapex's special attack very well, even with a +1 in special attack. I feel like Armaldo should just be able to live this attacking move here. So here we go. Here comes the Toxapex's attack there, and I lived on 25 health, which is excellent. That was only thanks to the Passion Berry. So now I've got that rain going, which is great too. So that's going to activate my Swift Swim, and I can potentially go for a sweep here myself. So that worked out very well. Got the +2 on attack. Obviously the Toxapex went for a water type move, and that's going to activate my Swift Swim for 5 turns. And I can get this. I can try and get this sweep going, right? So here we go. Toxapex only has a bit of health left here, and I can go for pretty much anything. I could go for X Scissor or Max Rockfall. I decided to actually go for Max Rockfall just in case, because I didn't really want Toxapex to live. It is still quite a bulky Pokemon, and that's going to be enough to take it out there. I guess the only bad thing is now that I don't have my, I'm not like super speedy under the rain. I actually need a drink of water right now, and G-Fuel. Code SALT is 20% off all month right now too, people. Want to grab yourself a saving. Next Pokemon is going to be Whiscash, and Whiscash actually outspeeds you with the Dragonance. I was like, okay. A Dragonancing Whiscash, normally probably usual ones on the physical side, and now I can go for a Max Geyser. I went for Max Geyser because that was the best attacking move that I got, plus it would also set my Swift Swim up. So Whiscash is going to be leaving that one. People, when I go into the shop and buy some food, I pay Whiscash. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's funny because not many people do that anymore. So I'm going to go for Max Flutterby here, and I'm going to finish off thanks to the Swift Swim that actually allowed me to outspeed Whiscash after the Dragonance too. So that was really cool. That massive buff doubling your speed. So that's the end of Whiscash. Now we've got one more Pokemon. This is a Zine team as well. I wonder if you can guess what it is. So Drifloon's the last Pokemon. I've got this Armaldo and one more left. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go for Aquatali, and it missed. I was like, come on. And now the Drifloon's going to go for Acrobats, and it's going to fate my Armaldo. So I was a little bit salty there, but, that's Pokemon, and that happens, people. So I'm going to go into Armaldo number 2. This is my Meteor Beam set. So I've got Meteor Beam and Power Herb. Here comes a Acrobatics again from the Drifloon. I went for Water Pulse there. I wanted to see how much Water Pulse would do in the rain. And, it didn't disappoint me. Unfortunately, now the Acrobatics is going to be a bit stronger from Drifloon. And I'm going to go for Meteor Beam here and finish off this little Drifloon here. This is going to give me a +1 in special attack too. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that once Armaldo gets a ability that, it's weak to water-type moves, but it gets that ability, sort of made for, water-type Pokemon, which is, kind of curious. So that's going to be the end of the Drifloon there, but a really cool team there. Thanks to my opponent for the battle. Let's get on to the battle number 4. Yeah, sorry, number 3. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't count to 3 people. I'm sorry. You can roast me for that one. This is a battle against Aloo. And, that's 64. That should say 69. You know what I'm saying? So we got a fairy sort of background here. And, we might have a Halloween team here, people. Now, I didn't do a Halloween team this year. I know I had all these other teams I need to do. So, and to be fair, Halloween's not really a thing that I celebrate at all because it's like an American tradition. So I'm Australian. So, yeah, I did see other people going out and knocking on doors and that sort of stuff, but that's not something, obviously I celebrate, So we're going to have a bullet-seeding Gorgeist here versus my Anorith. Now, It's not doing a lot of damage, but I got a feeling it's a troll set because they went for Attract, then Bullet Seed. So I think they probably have King's Rock. I could be wrong though, but you know, I feel like they definitely have King's Rock. So now this is quite interesting. We've actually used Attract against each other, and we're both infatuated. So, you know, Anorith is infatuated by that big pink smiley pumpkin, and, you know, Gorgeist is attracted by those, you know, look at those big eyeballs. I mean, and those nice, you know, those nice big claws, you know, and those nice what would you call the things on the side of Anorith? What would you call them? The name escapes me. Like, you know, the red and white things on the side of Anorith. They're like the little fan things. Man, I just don't know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Right, I'm sure someone in the comment section will, you know, will know the name of that. But, I don't know. Nope, I don't know. The name is just, I know what it is, but the name is just not coming to me. Anyway, so my Anorith is going to be confused there and infatuated at the same time, which is really annoying. But I managed to get a Stealth Rock up somehow, you know, like, I don't know. They're almost like it's fins, you know, if it was swimming in the water. You know, they are like sort of like fin-like things. Scales? Are they scales? Yeah, they're either going to be scales or fins. One of those two things, I'm pretty sure. So that's going to be the end of the Anorith. Next Pokemon is going to be Anorith number 2. Now, this one should be able to... I'm going to try and get some Ancient Power boost here. Now, I swapped this into so, you know, the Attract would fail and things like that. So the Gorgeist is going to use Confuse Ray again. Of course it is. This Gorgeist is just like a general pain in the backside set, you know. I would truly never do something like this myself. So I'm going to get Hit and Confusion, and it's the other move is Astonish. That's dirty. So what they're trying to do here, they infatuate the opponent. They confuse them. They use Bullet Seed with probably King's Rock, and they also have Astonish there for Flinch as well. I'm not 100% sure about King's Rock, but I feel like it is. So I'm going to go for Ancient Power here, and you actually got to see Anorith's little mouth there, sort of like opens in a circle. You get to see it again. Gorgeist is going to keep going for the Astonish on my Anorith here. So there's his mouth. There you go. It's like a little cross. It's super weird. Now, one more Ancient Power will be able to take it out. They're really, really trying to flinch me with Astonish here. It's very, very mean. I was hoping it didn't happen, and it didn't. So I managed to get through all the scum there on this second Anorith. My first one got, like, absolutely destroyed, but that's another story. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be another Gorgeist. So this is a Gorgeist team, but a different size Gorgeist there. If you like Gorgeist, I have done a Gorgeist and like a Gorgeist sizes team and Pumpkaboo and all that. So I did all the sizes on one team, which is pretty fun. I think I did that in... I want to say I did that during around the time in the second Sword and Shield DLC. Now, they, of course, had all the pumpkins in the team preview, and there was a Zoroark hidden beneath there as well. Of course, you know, how could there not be? So, Anorith is going to get roasted there by a quick little flamethrower. Bye-bye, Anorith. Now, I've still got 2 more Armaldo here. Now, this shouldn't be too much to take out a Zoroark. I've got these Bug-type Pokemon. And now, look at this. Zoroark is going to go for a trick. I'm like, now, what item am I going to get this time? So I got tricked a Power Herb. I was like, oh wait, I never lied. Sorry, I got tricked the Everlight from my Anorith from before, and the Zoroark got my Power Herb, which was kind of mean because now I can't use Meteor Beam. So that's going to be it of the Trick or Treat. I get it because there was a Trick Zoroark, Trick or Treat. There you go. So next Pokemon's going to be Gorgeist. It's looking rather tiny, and it's called King of Ghosts as well. Maybe that's going to be the Dynamax here. So it's going to go for a Rock Slide here. Rock Slide's pretty good against Armaldo, but you know, I'm fairly tanky, so I'm able to let you live that one. I'm going to go for my Meteor Beam here. Now, I don't have my Power Herb, but this should do a decent amount of damage to Gorgeist. So now the Gorgeist are going to have Phantom Force. I'm like, oh, that sucks because now my Meteor Beam is going to miss, and I won't be able to get any damage there, and they'll be able to freely get damage on there from the Phantom Force. So probably 2 more Phantom Forces will be enough to take me out. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use Struggle Bug here. That's honestly the best thing I could do at this stage, and yeah, it's doing very, very bad amounts of damage. Now the Gorgeist is also going to have Focus Miss as well, and that's going to land on my Armaldo and do like 3 damage. So their best move is definitely the Rock Slide and the Phantom Force. So I'm just going to keep going for the Struggle Bug here. I guess after that Struggle Bug, Focus Blast wasn't really doing too much. Now the other move they got is Seed Bomb. So Seed Bomb is going to almost take me out there. Very, very close. I'm going to go for the Meteor Beam here. So I thought I might as well get that damage up there. We'll see. Like at this stage, I didn't expect Gorgeist, for me to be able to beat Gorgeist with this set anyway. So they're going to go for a Disrespect Focus Blast. That was very cruel, and Armaldo is going to faint there. Poor Armaldo. It's not the greatest special attacker in the world. Next Pokemon is going to be my Sword Dancing Armaldo. I was like, okay, let's go for a Desperation Dynamax here. I've got 2 pumpkins to deal with. And this one I need to get rid of here. I was hoping that I could take it out before any Fandom Force shenanigans actually happen, because I wouldn't want to attack and then, or they disappear, then I attack, because I actually would, waste my Dynamax. So they're going to go first with a Rock Slide, and Rock Slide does pretty good damage to a Dynamax Armaldo. I'm just going to go for the Max Rockfall here. This will, definitely help me out, and of course, it will do some extra damage to the other Gorgeese. So that is the end of the King of Ghosts there, the King of Trolls, and there's one more Gorgeese left, and of course, it's going to be Dynamax Gorgeese as well. Now, I got a feeling what they're going to do here. So I've seen all the Gorgeese, and I was like, I bet you they're going to Dynamax the smallest one, and they are. So they're going to Dynamax the smallest pumpkin. That's probably what I'd do too. So they can see that I've got a Pasho Berry. I don't think they have to worry about that unless Gorgeese has got some. Actually, I'm trying to think if it's got any water type moves. I don't think it has. No, it doesn't have any water type moves. Maybe it could get, I don't know, maybe it could get Water Gun or something like that. I don't know. Like, I don't think it would get Scald or Surf or anything like that. Of course, we've got no hidden power. So, yeah, it doesn't get any water-type moves at all. So now the Gorgeese is going to go for a Max Guard here, stalling out 1 turn of my Dynamax, which, is a good play there. I can go for another Max Rockfall, and that's, pretty much all my Armaldo is going to be able to do to this, right? Now it's going to go for a Max Flare. So, okay, they obviously don't have any other moves there, or they want to change the weather. So the Max Flare is going to put the Drought, obviously the Drought up on the field there, the Sun up on the field, and that's going to get rid of my Sand. So I'm just going to go for my last Max Rockfall here on the Gorgeese. Stone Journey's Cousin's going to splat. But you know what? How does that hit Gorgeese though? Seriously, because it's a ghost type. Shouldn't that rocky pillar just, slide right through it and then it does no damage at all? Like, it's a ghost, right? Anyway, that's going to be the end of the Armaldo's Dynamax. That's the 3rd turn used up. Now, Gorgeese is going to be able to go for a Max Flare. So clearly here, they don't have any other moves outside of a Fire-type moves to, to use against me. So that, I guess that's good in the aspect that it's not doing too much to Armaldo here. Now, Armaldo can go for Rock Slide. That's about it. I'm going to need like 2 more to faint this thing. And that's also the end of Gorgeese's Dynamax too. So like, cool. I should be able to finish it off here. Now the Gorgeese is going to go for Trick or Treat. So they're going to obviously try and add that ghost typing to me. And I'm going to go for a Rock Slide again. I was like hoping. Oh, sorry. I went for the X Scissor because I didn't want to miss. And that is the end of Sam the Gorgeese. And that's also the end of this video, people. Hope you enjoyed the Anorith Evolution team. I'll be back tomorrow with a Pokemon sweep, actually. Peace out, people.